still got absolutely whipped like what is good old JR say on his government mule.
Yeah.
He got a scalded dog. He got whipped up. So all these Terrence Steele fans, like I said before, I tweeted to this guy. Terrence Steele is good on the right side next to the best offensive lineman in football. Terrence Steele on the left next to the offensive lineman that committed the most holding penalties in football. Connor Williams is not good. That left side was weak today. Now, Lana Collins didn't have a great game. He gave up a holding penalty. I think he had a motion penalty, but he's a better football. Anybody's talking about this name, talking about, no, he's a better football player than Terrence Steele. Whatever his situation is with the trying to bribe guys, he's a better football player. And I hope the coaching staff realize that today.
Yeah. But so how did you feel about Michael Parsons playing today?
Michael Parsons, like I said, Michael played good. He was the only bright spot on the team. He had about 2.5 sacks today,
somewhere around there.
I think he led the team in tackles. He was all over the field today. He was the only bright spot I could say as far as a bad day for the Cowboys. He's continuing to continue to grow. I think he's starting to get comfortable with what they want him to do. So right. Now that he's starting to get comfortable, I think you're gonna see him keep. I think early in the season, he was when they had him rushing the pass, he was playing good. But when they put him back in linebacker early in the season, I thought, well, maybe have him. He was thinking a little bit too much, but now that they done took that as far as calling the defense away from him, all he can do now is just go out and play and just be a baller. Go play free. Go hunt the quarterback. Go hunt the ball carrier. Just go be an athlete.
Yeah, I just think that if I had to give a game ball today, I probably would give it to him.
Yeah, that's the only one. That's about it. Walt.
That's about the only person.
What you banging on, man?
I'm trying to put some music up under. That's all I'm trying to do. I was trying to see, could you hear it?
I can hear it.
Okay, good. Because I've been trying to test this out to see if I can get this to work.
No problem.
I just want to make sure it wasn't too loud. But yeah, if I had to give a game ball to anybody on the team today, I would have gone with Michael Parsons. He's the only person I would have gave it to.
That's Diggs, about it.
Diggs was not Diggs today. I don't know.
No, Diggs. Diggs got beat on a couple plays. I hope he's not. He's gonna be fine. I just hope he's not trying to think every play's got to be an interception. I got to go try to get an interception because now you seeing people got film too. When they see you like to look in the backfield, look at the quarterback. You get bit on a couple. You would get bit on a couple double moves, a couple sluggos, a couple out and ups. So as long as he maintains that everything, maintains his as far as technique of being a corner, he'll be fine. But it just. Hey, he wasn't the only one that had a bad day out there today. It was everybody around.
Randy Gregory actually was good too, though.
Yeah, Randy Gregg was good. Randy Gregg, you didn't hear that much from him because he got a lot. That's why I was asking what Tank was because he got doubled a lot in this game. They made sure they slid either a chip or a running back or maybe double team him with the left guard on that side or whichever side he was going on. So they did their best to neutralize, but he was still disruptive. But that's why I asked, do we need when was Tank getting back to balance that off? So he just won't be seeing nothing but double teams or chips. He can just play one-on-one.
Well, it kind of gives a bit of humble pie because you remember a couple weeks ago everybody's like, oh, we might not even need Tank no more.
I didn't. I don't know who was saying that. It wasn't me saying that. Listen,
especially when Michael Parsons was over there playing good.
Yeah, you don't turn down good. Yeah, you don't turn down good players. You take good players. That's why I was a fan of them trying to make a trade for another defensive player, either another pass rusher or cornerback, but they didn't. So this is the team they're going with.
Yeah, man. It's just like, man, this is. But this is, I mean, I swear to you, Tovas just said, "Hey, listen, don't get too cocky with this game." And it's funny because last night in the Dub City Lounge, a season ticket holder came to me. He said, "Man, how bad you think we gonna beat the Broncos tomorrow?" I said, "Listen, man, I wouldn't just sleep. I don't think you just gonna go in there and just whoop the Broncos tomorrow." He's like, "Oh, we're gonna put up a 40 burger and all this other stuff." I'm like, "Hey, man, I don't know about that one. Just kind of pump your brakes a little bit."
Walt, I was trying to tell you about it. That's one thing the Broncos bring. They bring a defense. I know they traded Von Miller, but I told the guy they had the best secondary in the league, and they could match up against the Cowboys as far as at the skill position out there. But and they did. They won the battle. That secondary won the battle, and that defense won the battle. I mean, what the Cowboys have? What going to the third quarter? They only had 120 yards total offense. Dak only had about 75 yards going into the third quarter. And before that garbage touchdown he threw. I mean, they that defense they got for real, man. That defense they had for real. And they showed out today.
Check
big ups to them.
Check this out. Yeah, they came to play today. You know, I was reading something where they said CeeDee Lamb said practice was off or something like that. Like it wasn't crisp, is what it was.
Yeah.
Said practice wasn't crisp. So
that
goes back to what we've been saying. Like, you know, you came in here, you didn't take these guys serious, and they put one on you. Listen, honestly, just like I really feel like the New England game, the same thing happened to them.
Yeah, but they got away with it.
And they got away with it. They came in here not taking it serious. But look at this. So these numbers right here. Dak Prescott was 19 of 39, 232 passing yards, 2 TDs, and 1 interception. And then Zeke was 10 carries, 51 yards. Tony Pollard was 4 carries and 11 yards.
Yeah.
But here's what I want to this is what I want you to see or hear, listen to. Dalton Schultz, 4 receptions. Amari Cooper, 2. Malik Turner, 5. Tony Pollard, 1. Cedric Wilson, 2. Zeke, 3. CeeDee Lamb, this is the one that got me. 2 receptions today.
Should have been 3.
23 yards.
Yeah, listen, that Broncos secondary is legit, man. Fuller and them bars, that secondary is legit, man. They wasn't playing and Walt. They wasn't playing all zone. They were manning up on our guys. They were manning up, saying, "Mono, we mono. Let's see if you can. Okay, let's see if you guys can beat our guys. If you guys can beat our guys 1-on-1, then more have to. But we're gonna." Banjo said, "We're gonna take our chances with our secondary for manning up on you guys."
I didn't know it was gonna happen right now, but you need to hear from this gentleman right here. This guy right here, he was crotch first in the studio the other day. Now he's on the screen, or he was on the screen. I don't know if it froze, but EA is here. He's giving me a weird. He'll probably come back in. But yeah. Oh, wait. EA, are you there? Do we have you? He'll come out and come back in.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I really want to hear from Mr. Azad.
I heard him, man. I said EA must have been a bad luck guy. The guy starting the week. He came out here. Oh yeah, we gonna I ain't never heard EA talk like that. Usually he's the nervous one.
Yeah,
He coming out. He coming out. Yeah, cross first. With cross first with click clacks on. Like, yeah, man, we gonna do that. Okay.
Denver shut a lot of people up today.
Yeah, man.
All that no Von Miller. No
yeah.
All that was put the rest today.
Yeah, and the best pass rush was out today. What's that guy named? He had a hip injury. I forgot his name. He leads them with sacks. He was out today, so they had guys out too, and they still put it on us, man. They you have to respect your opponent. You have to respect them every week. You need to come in.
That's a question for you right there, Kendrick.
Where were I last?
Yeah, where was you at last night with Step Back Jack? Put that
Actually, man, I was out.
Here he is. He's here. Mr. Azad, how goes it?
What's up, EA?
Hey guys, I have just returned from the Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay.
Where I was entertaining my little nephew, turned 5, and I took my little brother, my little brother's 6. Yeah, he got invited to the party, so doing my brotherly duties and uncle duties at the same time, and enjoying myself. And I'm thinking, you know what? It's okay. I don't need to watch this Cowboys game because they got this in the bag. It's the Broncos. They're 4-4.
Okay.
And so I'm fine. And then as I'm driving from work, I see the score, and I'm like, okay, we're down 13 nothing. Okay,
yeah,
13 nothing. You get a touchdown, you're back in this, right?
Nothing big.
Nothing big. Yeah.
And then it got worse and worse. And I
16. Then it went to 19. Then it went to 20.
Like LeBron, going to join the Heat. Not 1, not 2, not 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it was 30-0.
I texted this to Walt during in our group chat. At first, Dak looked rusty as hell. It looked like, and listen, Billy is gonna love this game. Billy
he already tweeted me. He already tweeted me, but at the end of the first possession, man, Dak playing like garbage, which he did. But I said, damn, it's the first possession.
Billy was okay. So he, like I said, a broken clock is right twice a day, and that's what Billy is. He was right. Now, let's not take anything away from Dak's great season he's had, but he played like our good friend Mays says it, poo cheddar. Poo cheddar.
Poo cheddar, I love it.
Well, EA, I just said, Walt, he looked like a guy that ain't played football for 3 weeks.
Exactly. I mean, and to be fair, I mean, like, I'm not going to judge him on like, okay, one game, it was a bad game, and look, I'll give him this. I just saw the comments. We got thumped. And he didn't blame the calf, and that's what I like, accountability. Okay, he came out there. He goes, we just suck tonight. And listen, in the NFL, you're going to have that. In one thing that helped me get over this loss is I just saw, I believe the Bills just lost to Jacksonville today.
Saints lost to the Falcons.
Exactly.
And if it wasn't for Kirk Cousins, Minnesota should have beat Baltimore.
Right. And correct me if what's going on with the Packers Chiefs? The Packers are doing the best, but that's something to watch because the Packers are without Aaron Rodgers. So we'll see what.
Let's see. Is this an interception from Mahomes?
It's 7-0.
7-0.
Mahomes Packers.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll see what happens there. But
before you go forward, sir, for those who missed it at the beginning of the show, we have some video here for you, Ian, real quick. If we could just please show the audience for the people who just joined us who may have missed this. We talk about Crush first, but take a look at this.
Oh God.
All right. The Dallas Cowboys are the hottest team in the NFL outside of the Green Bay Packers because they've won 7 and we won 6. Anyway, the Cowboys, they're dominant. They're back. Earlier in the show, I said that this team is one word and one word only: special. This team can do it, but there are the doubters out there. There are doubters everywhere because this team is it's just unliked. People want to make sure that, Cooper Rush is actually better. Like our esteemed co-host, Mr. Billy Allen, says that Dak still can't do it. Oh, look at now, a Cooper Rush did it? No, because Cooper Rush barely struggled to get through that game.
Caught him a weak ass.
That defense came through because this team needs its leader. This team needs its leader. That is number 4, Dakota. Dakota Prescott is our leader. Rain Dakota Prescott is our leader. He is back and he is ready for revenge against these Denver Broncos. The last time they played, it was a fury, and now he is coming back for revenge. You thought Halloween was over. The massacre continues this week. We're going hunting. Dak Prescott's going hunting for Broncos tonight. That's right. On Sunday, he is going to go into AT&T Stadium and chop off. They're going to win by 3.
Wait, who's winning by?
You doing a promo like Mike do?
Now, EA, there is speculation that this loss falls at your feet because of that speech that you gave on Thursday night.
Okay.
There's a lot of speculation.
You the bad luck guy?
I'll take that.
Bad luck guy.
You know what? I'll say this. That speech, if you don't know what happened at the beginning of that speech, our good board op, our producer, the music wasn't playing properly, and it threw me off. So,
okay, I can see where you're going with this. So
it threw me off.
So because it threw you off, the Cowboys got thrown off today.
Exactly, because we didn't have the right music playing at first. Then I was waiting. Then we didn't, and it sounded different to me. I think that he played the wrong version of it, and it threw me off. And so when I get thrown off, the Cowboys get thrown off. That's exactly what happened.
Okay, so Zach, we're gonna blame Zach for this.
Exactly. Sorry, Zach, but I'm gonna blame you for that. But no, to be honest, I'm kind of glad this game happened now, because here's the thing: they need to. First of all, you got to admit, everybody, including myself, was, they were just getting a little high on the supply. They're like, oh, we're the shit. And the team was starting to buy into it. And you needed this kind of in-your-face game to be like, you're not all that. You're not world beaters. Because there were signs. Look at Minnesota. Our defense came up, but there were signs that the defense I heard some experts, kept talking about on my station, 96.7, 1310 a ticket. The Cowboys were,
what station is that? Where's it at?
I just told you, the number one sports station. Go check the ratings.
That out Texarkana or Tyler or something?
No, here in Dallas.
Okay.
No, but you go look at the way this defense going against the run. That was going to be our weakness all year. And the Denver Broncos said, "Fuck it, we'll go attack." They don't really trust Teddy Bridgewater, so they said, "Why don't we make it easier? Why don't we just attack on their weakness?" Because that was going to be their biggest weakness going forward. Now the Minnesota Vikings didn't take advantage of that. The Broncos did. So now that we know what we have a problem, hopefully McCarthy, our guy Dan Quinn, DQ, goes in there and starts fixing things up.
You got a week.
Offensively,
you got another 12 o'clock game too.
And Kendrick, do you agree with me on this one? I think offensively is more of a rust issue where they were just not in sync with each other. I know the offensive line had some issues for sure, but but they had some issues for sure. But I think also Dak Prescott not being in sync with his receivers, the run game kind of being very up and down. I mean, that's not how they play. We know they are way better than that. On average, they're way better than what they displayed tonight. So I don't think we should be worried about the offense, right?
Yeah, I like I said before, Dak looked like a guy that ain't played football for 3 weeks. He looked rusty. He was off on almost all his throws. The deep throws were very off. But I would say this, like I told Walt, that experiment with Terrence Steele on the left side next to Connor Williams instead of Terrence Williams on the right side next to Zach Martin, that has to go because you are weak on that left side. He got everything up one side and down the other whip on that left side. And I was at one point late in the game. I told Will, I said, "Why in the world do you have Dak in the game, basic game over, and Terrence still just get beat like a drum worse and worse?" I said, "The worst thing I was fearing is Dak get hit in the knee by a defensive lineman, or maybe Terrence Steele getting pushed back into his leg because they either." I'll say this like I told Walt just a minute ago.
And he did get sacked on that last little That last one, I was like, "Oh God, pull him out."
I would say this: either they got to put Terrence Steele back on. If Tyron can't play next week, either they got to put Terrence Steele back on that right side and put Lon Collins wasn't great, but he's a better football player than Terrence Steele. Everybody needs to start realizing that.
I'm going to say, I know the switch kind of threw people off again. I'm not going to say it's the switch problem because I think I would have continued to done the same thing because, I saw our good friend Jeff Kavanaugh talk to somebody. In football, it doesn't matter about your left or right side. Some of the best pass rushers come on the right side now. They're coming on. They're switching it up. Football's become evolved to where it's no longer the blind side anymore. They can put a pass rusher on any edge, and you're gonna have to block it up the same way. I think offensively our problems were simply rust. I really think that is as simple as that, because we've seen at least 7 games before that this offense, even when it struggled against some good defenses, it still managed to stay in sync. Dak has never played that badly. The running game has never been shut down that badly before up until now. Again, this to me is a one-game incident. The defense, however, is a cause for concern because
that running game.
that's their biggest glaring weakness, and it's now been exposed. And the NFL is a copycat league. So
You're going to see that next week.
Exactly. Atlanta, what do you think they're going to do? It was like, okay, well, I know we have Matt Ryan, but why don't we run up the middle and just try to gash
They're definitely going to run the ball next week.
Yeah, they're going to run the ball. They're brutal.
What about the Chiefs? The Chiefs in 2 weeks, they're going to get the game film. They'll say, well, why don't we okay, Patrick Mahomes, you're struggling right now. How about this? We'll just run up the middle.
They don't run the ball at all, though.
I know, but I'm saying they're going to. This is a copycat league. They're going to find ways to use strategy. I was kind of weird about this defense because they were hiding behind Trayvon Diggs' interceptions,
the turnovers.
And those were great, but you're not getting them every game, and they're not throwing to Trayvon Diggs anymore. So what's left? And Micah Parsons had a great game last week, but guess what? He came back a little down to earth today. And that's the thing. Your linebacking crew is still weak. Your defensive line still lacks the strength that's needed to go become a very dominant pass rush or a dominant rush defense.
When does Tank come back?
We won't see him until at least December. Late November, early December.
I was thinking probably around Thanksgiving, if the Thanksgiving game or is that when we play the Saints?
I think most likely the Saints game, or even the week after against Washington. They might delay it again, depending on how Neville Gallimore also won't come back around that time as well. If he does come back, but again, it's still iffy on whether these guys can come back. But my thing is this, and hold on, I gotta say something. John Nacker, who says, "Oh my God, Denver now comes a 6-game losing streak. Guess your playoffs goodbye as usual. But if they're getting it, one and done." That has to be. And if you're a fan, I love you, but I gotta say,
he hates the Cowboys. He hates the Cowboys.
That has to be the dumbest football statement I've ever read in my life. And I might go off Billy Madison on you for that one scene. May God have mercy on your soul for that stupidity you just put out there. Let's be reasonable. It was one loss. The Arizona Cardinals lost pretty big the other night, too. Are we going to say the Cardinals aren't going to make the playoffs? See, this is what we do as Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters. After a loss, even though we were riding high during the win streak, all of a sudden one loss puts us back into hell? Are you fucking kidding me? Nobody. Go ahead.
I would say this. I would say this, EA. Not about what that dude. He talking crazy. Sure. But I thought the Broncos. I told Walt. I thought they defensively they matched up good against our Cowboy receivers. They went 3 deep at their corner position. And I told my guy, I said, look out, because I think Banjo, he's just going to man up and say, hey, I trust my 3 guys against your outside guys, and we'll see who wins the matchup. In the Broncos, I said, whoever will win that matchup will win the game.
Right.
And
if you remember early in the game, there were opportunities the Cowboys had it, but it wasn't because trust me, the Broncos were blanking our receivers pretty well. But there were multiple opportunities that Dak Prescott just missed the pass.
Yeah, every time he messed up, Broncos got on the Cowboys' ass. Boy.
Exactly. And so I think that this was a mix of Dak Prescott not being fresh and also them playing really good defense. Because again, you got to play well. You can't just come out there and say, well, they lost Von Miller, so they're going to be an easy target. No, I mean, they're still going to be – I mean, they have a very good safety. They got Patrick Surtain II that I wanted here over Micah Parsons.
You got Fuller.
Fuller. I mean, there's so many guys on their defense that do make plays. They're a good defense. You just got to give them credit. I think today was a bad day. Now, the question is, how do they respond this week? That's again another. Go back and watch those championship teams that the Cowboys had. There were games where I remember Jimmy Johnson went ballistic because they lost a random game.
I told Walt that the Cowboys in 1992 were flying high. They had. I think they got through beating the Raiders in a big game. Then they came up and played the Rams, who were 1-8, lost that one, and then they went on the road. Then later on this season, they went to Washington and lost a crazy game with Troy Aikman fumbled the ball in the end zone. It was a
Yeah.
safety or turnover. Then they started a run again. They beat the mess out of Atlanta. And then went on the Super Bowl run, that 1995 game when they played Edwardsburg back here. Remember?
Yeah.
And everybody thought the Cowboys were going to blow them out, and the 49ers ended up blowing them out off their own field.
You
So
know
it
what's
happened.
funny? I have a question. Is that scene from Jerry Maguire based off that game?
I think so.
Because it's the same time and it's also on Christmas Day. I was like,
Yeah, I think so.
okay, I just want to make sure.
I think so.
And Walt, I gotta ask you this: your confidence isn't down, is it? Or
No.
You are the front runner here, so you do jump ship easily.
Yeah, I wasn't even upset when the Cowboys were losing. I was just taking it in stride. I was like, yep, that's what they get. Came in, crouched first, got busted in the mouth.
I want about
those helmets.
Yeah.
Somebody said to take that damn red strip off the helmets. That's what's wrong.
I told Walt, I thought in the 70s, I thought they were undefeated every time they wore those helmets in the 70s. But Walt told me how long that's been ago, so I had to shut my mouth on that one.
It's been a while. I think honestly, now if we will have problems if you lose the Falcons.
Yeah, I want to see how the energy is in practice this week.
Yeah,
I want to see how they come out next week. What the attitude is. I want to see guys take it personal. I want to see guys a little more tense. I thought it was a little more just going through the motions in the game. I did notice they were like it was guys going through the motions. You know, when something had bad happen, they just walk off the field. Randy Gregory showed a little bit of motion, but that was after the game was well in hand. But I just want to see.
Go ahead.
I just want to see how the energy, how Mike McCarthy describes the energy in practice this week.
The only concern I have overall for the big picture is that now you're in a little bind because even with 2 losses, you're still in that run. You're in the race for the number 1 seed. Remember, you only get 1 bye this year, and that's it. So, and that goes to the number 1 overall seed. And Green Bay, if they here's what worries me: if Green Bay wins this game with Jordan Love at quarterback,
I don't think they win in this game.
I don't think they win this game.
What's the score right now?
It's still 7-0 Kansas City.
Oh,
Green Bay's defense, but Green Bay's defense is keeping them in it.
Okay. Well, that's what you need to hope for because you need it. I think Arizona's idle this week. I'm not sure.
No, Arizona's up 14-0 on San Francisco.
Damn it. Okay, so see that's the problem. See, Arizona's going to keep winning,
and they're driving.
Now, here's the thing: Arizona, you have a shot because you play them this year.
Is Kyler Murray playing? Because I know it's speculating.
No, the backup's playing.
Oh, okay.
What's the dude that used to play for Texas, University of Texas, the white cat, Colt McCoy? Yeah, he's playing.
Here's the thing: you're good because the Cardinals you play this year anyway, so you have a shot to go head to head to get that evened out. You need to stay ahead of the Buccaneers because you already lost to them. You need to stay ahead of the Packers, and you need to stay ahead of the Rams. Those are your 3 teams that you're jockeying position for. Because I'm telling you right now we'll take it regardless of what you get, but it is beneficial to get a bye. The percentages of teams that go on to the Super Bowl when they get a bye are astronomically higher.
So the Buccaneers are on a bye week this week.
Yeah.
What about the Rams? What do we got on the Rams game right now?
The Rams play tonight.
Rams play tonight against Tennessee.
They're gonna win that game. Yeah, they play the Titans.
What are you talking about? Adrian Peterson's gonna turn back the clock.
No.
Well, hey, Walt, how this week been going? I don't know. I thought the 49ers were going to win this but Cardinals are whooping their tail with a backup quarterback. So, I don't know how this week gonna go.
So to EA's point, though, the Buccaneers come back and get an easy one. They get Washington when they come back next week.
Yeah.
While we got Atlanta, and then the Giants won today. So as far as division goes, I don't think there's anybody catching the division.
This is what worries me because I was hoping in my head, even though I sometimes become a delusional Cowboy fan, and I go down the schedule, and I'm like, well, up until the Cardinals game, you could easily have still 1 loss and be in contention for the number 1 seed, and you're in a good thing, but you now have 2 losses, and now any game is open. Now I'm worried about the Raiders. Now I'm worried about the all your division games. You still can lose a division game. I know, Cowboy fans think that we got this division sewn up, but like you can still lose a division game easily.
Most of the end of the season is gonna be division up. You're gonna be loaded with division games at the end of the season.
All the rest of the games at the end of the season are division games.
Like the two of the last four games, I think you're gonna have against Washington twice. I think it's kind of crazy that way.
So here's the schedule because I memorized it pretty well now. You got next week Falcons, then you got the Chiefs, then you got the Raiders on Thanksgiving Day. Then a week later you got the Saints. They fucked us over again with that Thursday. Then you got Washington, New York, Washington,
yep.
And then you have Arizona, and then you end the season with Philly.
Yeah. This could easily get a. I'm not saying you you have to this week's game becomes a must-win game. You can't learn this loss turn into two.
You can't.
You turn around.
But you know what? If the Cowboys truly are what I said this week on Best for Business every Tuesday and Thursday night, catch us. I said this team is special. Yes. I did, and I still think they are special. But if they truly are special, they're going to take this loss, they're going to stew on it, and then they're going to go out and take it out on the Falcons.
Yeah.
Because that's what special teams do. They rebound from losses, and they go annihilate the next team.
Yeah, look, I'm looking at what the Cardinals are doing to the 49ers. They are whooping their tail. They took their loss against the Packers, and they taking it out on the 49ers right now. That's what special teams do.
And going forward here, you're going to be playing teams like the Chiefs, the Raiders, and Cardinals and Eagles. Those are teams who are potential landing spots for Odell Beckham.
Oh, he ain't going to the Eagles.
He won't. He probably won't go to the Eagles, but I'm just saying that's a like a low possibility.
He's not going to the Cardinals either.
Well, don't. He said he want to go to a contender, so
knowing him either be Green Bay or the Rams. That's my pick.
I say somewhere in the West Coast. He's going somewhere in the West Coast.
Walt's right on that one. I think it's either Green Bay or Las Vegas.
Vegas or the Rams. I don't count the Rams out.
No, the Pack. Okay, if the Packers somehow get Odell Beckham Jr., they're playing with monopoly money.
They're playing with Russian roulette, picking him up because he's not going to be the guy over in Green Bay.
Well, if he's going to a contender, whoever contender he's going to, he's not going to be the guy. He's not going to be the guy with the Rams. He's not going to be the guy at Green Bay. He's not going to be the guy if he goes to.
He will be the guy in Las Vegas.
Yeah, he'll be the guy in Vegas.
Do you really want to?
Yeah.
Go there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about they're not winning nothing. I mean, you're going there purely for the city. I mean, it's Vegas.
From knowing Odell, that seems like a good place for him.
That really does.
I mean,
hold on. Let me look up the Raiders real quick because I don't think the Raiders have a bad record right now.
No, they don't. But I don't. I think.
And Walt, correct me if I'm wrong. They have a lot of shows there for Odell.
Yeah. They're 5-3. I mean, they're 5-3 right now. I mean, and
the Thunder down under.
Well, Cleveland didn't need them because they blew out the Cincinnati Bengals today. So they probably saying that Odell, who maybe he really ain't worth.
I'm not too worried about. You see, from Cowboys' perspectives, I'm not too worried about Odell Beckham Jr. Here's the reason why. To me, Odell Beckham Jr. is like Klay Thompson. I ain't worried about it because.
Crazy.
I mean, I haven't heard him. I haven't seen him, so I can't be afraid of you.
Okay. All right. Remember you said that when these threes start raining down.
I mean, can he do what Luka did the other night? I don't know.
I don't need him to do that. I don't need him to do that. And yes, he can do it if he needs to. You better put some respect on my guy name. This is a guy who got the Golden State Warriors to the finals that year in that Game 7 against the Thunder and against Houston Rockets.
What was that like? That was like during the Obama administration.
Oh wow! During the Obama administration.
Yeah, that's how long ago we've been 2 presidents since then.
I ain't finna go. I'm not finna go on Klay Thompson. I give much respect to Klay Thompson, man. When you that good of a shooter.
Yeah, thank you.
I know I haven't seen him forever. I don't know. He
the
might
shot
be one
is
of those.
still there, baby. The shot is still there. It didn't leave.
Gordon goes. He will end up in jail if he goes to the Raiders.
Up in jail.
I just seen the other day they had a Raiders player. They had a Raiders defensive player on live with guns threatening to shoot somebody. I was like, boy, ever since Chucky left, that team's just really just kind of went to hell in a handbasket. I guess
that's why I said if he was smart, if you want to go somewhere, a sneaky team may be Kansas City. I mean, like I said, he won't be the guy, but Patrick Mahomes, the tight end, and what's the receiver's name? I keep forgetting them guys. I don't know why. Tyreek,
and he can feel Sammy Watkins' voice that they're trying to feel.
Yeah, the Sammy Watkins, he'd be that third.
Yeah, that's EA's guy. He's better than Des Bryant, EA says.
At that time, he was.
Yeah, that's what EA says.
Okay.
He was at that time.
But check this out, though. Now, I think there's another team that Odell can go to that would actually be pretty good for him. I don't know if he'll get the ball a lot, but they're winning pretty good right now. The Chargers. Chargers would be a good place for him.
They're kind of filled up, though.
I
don't think he
What about Baltimore? He could be the guy there.
No, what's the name can't get him the football. Lamar Jackson can't get him the football.
And Lamar Jackson doesn't want to get him the football. Like, Lamar Jackson wants to do it. Like, he's comfortable in what he has. I think going forward, though, I'm not too worried about wherever. If he comes in with the Cowboys, now if he goes to the Cardinals, that would be really scary. That's a contender that's really.
I think bad. Worst case scenario for us if he goes to the Packers.
Yeah, I don't need Aaron Rodgers.
Why wouldn't he be the man? Why wouldn't he be the man over in LA?
With the Chargers?
No, the Rams.
Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp's the slot guy.
Yeah, but
whatever they want to do with him.
Kupp is Matt Stafford's favorite weapon right now.
Well, shoot.
He was Jared Goff's favorite weapon too, though.
That's how good Cooper Kupp is.
Yeah, you put him aside on the other side of Cooper Kupp.
But they got Woods. You forgetting about Woods? Yeah, they got two number ones really. They really do have two number ones.
Don't sleep on the Rams. Is all I'm gonna tell you. Making a move. Don't sleep.
Let me make this for the Cowboys. I really hope that next week we do get a resurgence because right now this week, for fans, just let me warn you right now, you're gonna hear a lot of hate. The Cowboys are gonna plummet from the standings. They're going to be out of the top 5, top 10. You're going to hear a lot of hate about them. They're the worst team ever. They're mediocre. It's going to take some time for them to get their goodwill back.
And before after you finish that, before you say anything, Kendrick, no, the Dallas Cowboys do not need Odell Beckham here. I'm not talking about you. I've been getting that message over on Twitter and Facebook. No, the Dallas Cowboys don't need Odell Beckham. He's not coming here. We already trying to get rid of one receiver that we can't get rid of. But that's a name for another day. I'll tell you that name another day. I don't want to say it while certain people are on the broadcast.
Well, let me ask you this. If we are going to give a game ball to anybody, I mean
Michael Parsons for me.
Really?
He had 2.5 sacks today.
Yep.
I know what he had 2.5 sacks today. I can't see nobody else did anything today.
Gregory did too. Randy Gregory was good at start
I was gonna give the game ball to Charlotte.
Really?
She did a good job with the helmet thing. They had a whole thing. That was her call.
Everybody complained about the helmet, so then she did.
But she did a good job with the hair ceremony, I'm sure. And I'm gonna tell this, Jerry Game ball the Broncos fans coming out there halfway through the stadium. I didn't know Bronco fans were popular.
I didn't either.
I guess they are. I guess they are.
I did not know the Broncos.
I thought the only Bronco fan I knew was Big John.
I saw that orange out there.
That Big John and Shannon Sharp are the only Bronco fans I know.
All right, Sean. I'm gonna watch tomorrow. I'm gonna take that tomorrow. I want to see Shannon Sharp just give it to Skip tomorrow because I don't like Skip.
Oh my God!
But you're gonna waste your morning. Skip.
I'm taping it.
But you do know that Skip is not really a Cowboy fan, right?
Oh, I know that. I just want to see how far Shannon's just on.
And now I want to see how Stephen A. handles Mike Irvin in the morning.
All right.
Mike Irvin gonna say.
Antonio Taylor says the Broncos is not good, and that Cowboys need an inside or onside. Here's the thing: the Broncos defense actually is pretty good. They're
it's good.
They're missing some players
We
for
found
sure,
that out
but
real quick today.
they got it quick. They attacked us. I mean, they held us to fucking 16 points. We were the number one offense in the league right now in certain categories, including passing. We were like second in rushing. We're third in points. Like I mean, we're a pretty damn good offense, and they shut us down. So you got to give them respect.
I put it this way, EA. I think that's for good news if you're a Cowboy fan. I think that may be the best secondary you play this year. I'm telling you, they have three cornerbacks who I would, except for Diggs, I would trade every cornerback I had for right now. Fuller.
You know, you make a good point because I'm looking. Let's talk about in terms of NFC contenders that you might face in the playoffs. Who has a great secondary? Like who? I don't think anybody really has a great secondary. The Rams might be the best secondary, and that's only because of Jalen Ramsey.
Ramsey, yeah.
That's about it. And now they got Von Miller and they got Aaron Donald, so that they have a formidable defense. But outside of the Rams, do you see anybody in does Arizona scare you as a secondary? No, not really. They lost J.J. Watt, I think, long term for a while now. So they just have Chandler Jones really there. Going forward, I'm not too scared of the NFC playoffs. I think the Cowboys offense can challenge almost anybody in the NFC. Now, if we're talking AFC, the Bills could challenge them if they ever potentially get to a Super Bowl. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just try to get to the playoffs. Because right now, all we should think about is the playoffs. Winning this division. That's all it should be. No more talking about and Gordon, he says it right here. That's what Dallas has to do next week. They need to focus on the Falcons 100%. But shout out to Charlotte, though. Good job, Jerry. You got some good genes.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
She's pretty.
She's old, man.
She's not old.
She's old, man.
Come on, man.
She's 40. She's middle-aged, man.
So what's wrong with that?
She's a middle-aged woman. Leave that man's daughter alone. Listen, 817 Arlington, Barlington, Funky Town, Haltom City.
Nuts.
What else is around there? Grapevine,
Keller,
Haltom
City,
North Richland Hills.
Hell yeah.
Come see me next Sunday. I will be in the area. I will be at Very Best Barbecue, eating some good barbecue. Actually, I've talked to Barry Best. We're going to be giving away raffling off a plate of food and Mavericks tickets for Monday night's Mavericks game against the Nuggets. What's that?
I'm not making promises. But I might stop by on my way home from work.
Go ahead. Let's do it, EA. Let's do it. Come on by.
Hey, and I would promise this for all the Cowboy fans mad about the Broncos fans out there. That will not happen next week because Falcon fans or Atlanta fans don't travel anywhere, not to even their own stadium.
I think Atlanta fans are a little busy celebrating another team of theirs.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going crazy.
They're into the other. If they're watching football, they're watching college football for the Georgia Bulldogs.
I don't know. It sounds like, I thought you were talking about the Atlanta Hawks. I would say it sounds like the Atlanta Hawks said they had to have a meeting with everybody already. It's not going too well with the Hawks right now.
After they beat the Mavericks, they went tanks up.
They got a championship baseball team. That's well. Well, guys, so Kendrick, thank you so much for joining us and helping pitch in for me while I was at Chuck E. Cheese. By the way,
man, Chuck, did you guys get some pizza?
I did. The pizza's good. The cake's good. Now, where they're slacking is, remember the good old days when they actually had the band and the animatronic band? This is just lame now. It's lame.
It's not good anymore, EA.
They just got some dude coming here acting like he's Chucky. Every 5-10 minutes, he comes dances with the kids. I'm like, what are you doing, dude?
They don't got the band no more?
No, they took them all out.
Now, here's the thing, EA. One thing about Chuck E. Cheese back in the day, the games used to be better. The video games suck there now.
Oh, yeah.
All these games are rigged. We were trying to get some tickets. All these games are rigged.
So, all right, let me ask you this. Are they even letting the kids go up in the deals now?
They don't have that anymore.
They don't have the tunnel, the big
tunnel? What? They're out there? that thing. Well, that's lame, man. That's one.
They have
That's
a
Lion
smaller version where it's kind of just you climb up and it's really small. It's like where you climb up and it goes like this, but there's no like tunnel like the extensive tunnels we had.
Yeah.
There's no more ball pit anymore. I think with COVID, especially, but this was not a COVID thing. This was like even like 4 or 5 years ago. We've been taking them every year, and no, they don't have Chuck E. Cheese is went to shit.
I gotta take my glasses off on that. I'm disgusted. That
You
was the
should be.
highlight of Chuck E. Cheese. You either go play the games or you go play in the tunnel thing.
And then you had the band, the animatronic band,
Animatronic man.
the fucking Italian dude was playing the piano.
Yeah,
Yup.
And that dog, you know what scared me? The dog.
right.
He scared the shit out of me. every
band.
time.
He took the band, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
took the band.
he had a
'cause
banjo.
The band was fake anyway. The band was fake anyway.
Yeah,
The band
but
was
they're all robots.
robots.
Yeah,
They were robots.
but it scared the shit out of me. Regardless, guys, I'm still upset. But you know what?
I'm
Another
not
week.
upset at all.
I'm not upset.
I'm still. I'm a Cowboys fan. Trust me, I get upset about these things. Okay, and I will come in Tuesday on Best for Business, and I'm going to unleash hell and just cuss the storm out. But by Thursday, it should be back to normal.
Well,
Okay.
if anybody who's watching hasn't done so already, go subscribe to our YouTube page. We're doing some great things over there. BFB, DFW, BFB Mavs, BFB Cowboys. Search it, subscribe. So we had tonight's post game. I think the Mavericks play tomorrow night
Should-
against the Pelicans. No,
Should be a win.
Yeah,
No
they play
Zion.
tomorrow night against the Pelicans. So we'll be
Should be a
live.
win.
Yes.
Is
it should.
KP hurt?
KP's playing.
No.
He played good.
He's playing.
You owe him an apology. He balled out last night.
One game. Ooh.
Played good last night.
How about he
Excellent.
does that? Can he do that for 5 games in a row at least? Can he
Yeah.
just stay? Can he just
Well-
play 5 games? Just play 5
Well-
games in a row.
Hey, let's
Find
just go.
out.
Hey, let's go for two in a row.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
let's
that's
go
too
for
much.
2 in a row.
2 games in a row.
Set the bar really low. Yeah, set the bar really low.
So and then we'll be back Tuesday in studio.
We'll be back in studio on Tuesday. Wednesday, I think the Mavericks play again. They're not home though.
Mhm.
I know that for a fact.
And then Thursday we're back in studio previewing the Cowboys, Falcons, and everything else going on in the BFB world. And then we're leading all the way back.
But then the Mavericks are gonna play again on Friday.
Right, we got a big week, Walt.
We got a very, very big week. Okay,
Mavericks,
so
Cowboys, and who knows what other entertaining things we're going to talk about in BFB. We're just going to. You never know.
Okay,
We might
so-
talk a little Aaron Rodgers being kind of a douchebag, but
So quick rundown. Tomorrow they play the Pelicans. Wednesday they play the Bulls, and then Friday they play the Spurs. Which, of course, we'll have Miss Caroline Teague back on.
it's a
On
must.
next Friday. With that being said, so yeah, man. So like you said, very, very busy week for us. Very busy
Yes, it
week.
is. Well, guys, it's been an honor. Kendrick, can you tell us where you can find you?
You can find me on Twitter at the Kendrick Roberts. And you can find me around Oak Cliff.
Okay,
Mr. Zach, could you please tell the people where you do your player hating at?
that's right. You can follow me on Twitter at EA Sports DFW. You can follow me on Instagram at EAZOD60. Don't forget my movie channel, YouTube things to get it all set up. It's coming, people. It's coming. And also, you can
That's what you said, all
find
the
me.
ladies.
That's right. Except you just can't be bigger than me. Just a general rule. It's a general rule. Just, But also, you can find me in Halton City because that's my hood. Because I know Oak Cliff, that's your hood.
Yes, sir.
Halton City is my hood.
Thank you, Mr. You can follow me at FrontRunner88 on Twitter, Walt Chisholm on Facebook. You can follow the show. It is Business on Twitter. It is Business DFW on Facebook. And, of course, for the gram, best.for.business DFW. And most importantly, EA, go subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes, or we can't be friends.
Again, 817. I'm coming to see you next Sunday. Let's do it. Very
Let's do
Best
it.
Barbecue. I'm bringing Mavs tickets. I'm giving them away, and Very Best is giving away 2 dinner plates. Come out and get you some food, man. So check it out.
All right, guys.
Hey, keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars. Always do his best for business. And if we don't see you around, then we'll see you around.